Do you know what the strange thing is? You can be doing everything right, from working hard, showing up for people, being the strong one, and you will still feel like your life is way too loud, too complicated, and everything is too heavy. Hi, I'm Nelly. I'm a wife, a mom of three, and a woman who has spent years of her life feeling like she is drowning in responsibilities, distractions, expectations, and noise from everywhere around her. If you're seeing me on the outside, everything looked put together, but deep down, I was feeling overwhelmed. I was surrounded by noise and a lot of distractions. I was being pulled in a million directions. Life was feeling overwhelming and complicated until one day I sat down, I was wondering, and I asked myself, why does my life feel so hard, even when I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do? That was the moment I realized that what I needed was not to be more productive or to do more. All I needed was simplicity. Today, I want to share with you how I was able to simplify my life and how you can too. This is for the woman who is feeling overwhelmed and secretly pretending that she is fine when she is not. So, here are the things I did to simplify my life and to live a more balanced lifestyle. Number one, I organized and decluttered my home. In 2022, my wardrobe was filled with clothes. I had clothes everywhere, from the drawers, the baskets. My kids' shoes were found under the bed, under the chairs, and literally everywhere around my home was filled with clothes. And so many of them I had not worn in years. But the funny thing is, every morning I would stand there feeling like I had nothing to wear. And I was even telling my husband that I have nothing to wear. Meanwhile, my wardrobe was filled with clothes. I got tired one day and I decided that I would no longer make things hard for myself. So I packed all my clothes out from the wardrobe. I literally emptied my wardrobe. I separated the clothes and put them in sections. I had to separate the wheat from the chaff. I arranged all the clothes into sections. The ones that are still wearable, the ones that I'll be able to wear in the house, the ones I can wear to the office, the ones I can wear to the church, the ones I no longer needed, I gave them away. I stopped buying clothes on impulse. I learned how to style the clothes I already have. And the most amazing thing happened to me. Getting dressed became very easy. I was no longer confused and stressed out on what to wear. Reducing the clutter in your home comes with a really good feeling. And one thing I always keep in mind right now is to only surround myself with the things that I need, only the things that I know I will make use of, and the things that I love. Pack your things in boxes. Make sure to take the time to declutter your home. Number two, I started saying no to things that drains me. It can be really hard to say no sometimes to certain people, to certain events, to certain commitments because of guilt. But it is very important for you to learn to say no sometimes because you're already feeling overwhelmed with your tight schedule. I used to be that woman who always showed up for everyone until my yeses became a prison for me. The truth is, we already have enough on our plates, and it is sometimes really hard or even impossible for you to avoid tasks. So you have to find a way to maintain a balanced schedule for your body and mind and to take care of yourself. Learn to tell people that you will get back to them so that you can really check if you have the time to attend to their needs. If it is something that does not align with my values and goals, or if it is something that is going to hamper with my peace, then it is a no. And no is a complete sentence. And I say it boldly without feeling guilty. Number three, learn to manage your digital life. When was the last time you stayed 24 hours without checking your phone for no reason at all? I mean, your phone is not faulty. You have enough data and airtime to go online, but you just decided on your own intentionally to stay away from your phone for 24 hours. How many of you can do that? Our phones are amazing tools that makes life so easy, but they are also digital clutters that can affect us mentally. I used to follow pages that always made me feel like I was not doing enough and I was falling behind. You know, women with perfect homes, with perfect life, perfect bodies, women who seemed they have life figured out. Those were the pages I was following, and they were making me feel small and left behind. You know how harmful those online things can be. They might be posting it for fun and thinking it will inspire somebody, but in reality, it is draining and causing harm to a lot of people. And that is why you see so many people falling right into the trap of comparison. In my own case, they were draining me mentally. So I made a firm decision to unfollow and mute those accounts unapologetically. I unsubscribed from emails that were not adding value to my life. I turned off notifications. I even went as far as setting social media time for myself. And after I did this, I had time to think about myself and my dreams. Simplifying your feed equals simplifying your thoughts. Another one is have a gentle morning routine. Before now, my phone was the first thing that I would check in the morning after waking up. I would check my emails, I would check social updates and all social media platforms that I belong to. And all this is happening even before I even come down from my bed. I have not even brushed my teeth, but I have gone on social media. I have gone online to see what is happening. And after all this, I would sit down there and start wondering why my day is always filled with a lot of anxiety. You should have a morning routine that will help you set a positive tone for the rest of your day. Now, my mornings are sacred. Once I wake up, the first thing I do is to pray. Then I meditate. I will read at least 10 pages of a book. I will write down the things I'm grateful for. Do a 5 to 10 minutes body stretch. All this I will do before my kids wake up, and my day will be grounded and more productive just the way I want it to be. Simplifying your life does not mean you are doing less work. It means you are doing what matters first. So create a morning routine that works for you. You must not necessarily follow my own, just do what works for you. Another thing I did to simplify my life is that I learned to manage my finances. Money stress is one of the loudest forms of mental clutter. You know what happens when you are trying to keep everything in your head, thinking to yourself that you will remember all of it when the time comes. You keep all the bills you have to pay, their due dates, subscriptions in your head, without actually writing them down somewhere so you can easily remember them when the time comes. My dear, it is chaotic and mentally draining because you will be racking your brains for hours just trying to remember what you need to do, just trying to get the memory back. That alone can make your life feel chaotic because it can be time consuming trying to remember everything you have to do when you know you could be doing something more productive with that time. That was how I was feeling confused until I decided to help myself by myself without no one telling me. I started writing things down for the sake of my mental wellness. I started writing what I earn monthly, what I spend monthly, what I need to cancel, reduce, or automate. I started saving my money intentionally and spending with clarity. Now I'm still earning the same income, but I feel more in control of my finances. Just so you know, knowing how to manage your money is also a form of self-care. Another thing I did was that I learned how to let go of relationships that was no longer serving me. There are people in your life who will only bring you nothing but confusion. They will play the victim and make you feel guilty all the time. And you will always be the one doing the work to keep the relationship going. And at the end, you find out that you have been drained of all your energy and time. It was so hard for me to make the decision to filter my relationship with some people. I was feeling love is an obligation, so I held on. I thought that loving someone meant you should endure discomfort. But the truth is, loving someone is not an obligation, it is a choice that you make. But it is not an obligation to love or to hold on to someone or certain relationships. There comes a time when you outgrow some people in your life. So you will have to choose between them and your peace of mind. And your peace is too expensive to trade for loyalty to dysfunction. Stop forcing people to like you or to stay close to you. Choose peace over people pleasing because that is exactly what I did. You should surround yourself with people who support your peace and rest, not the ones who drains you of your energy and leaves you exhausted. Another thing I did to simplify my life was that I chose peace on purpose. Simplifying my life gave me room to breathe, to love people intentionally, to create content that actually filled my audience with positivity, not just to fill the feed. And most importantly, it brought me back to myself. Living a simple life is not boring. It is a life that is filled with meaning, space, and ease. So if you have been feeling overwhelmed lately, just choose one area of your life that is stressing you and change it. And give yourself the permission to stay away from the noise of the world. Don't just watch this video and move on. I want you to pause and reflect. What is one thing that you can simplify in your life today? Leave it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And if you found this video helpful, like, share to your family and friends, subscribe for more contents like this. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one.